Little 50 cent for our 50th episode. Coach won't really feeling a fatty wop, but
Well, before we get started, let me ask you a question.
all right. Ask me a question.
Did you get that text message today?
Text message about what?
Coach Joyner.
No, I probably didn't. If I did, I don't know. I can't really find my phone half the time. What was it? Was it a question?
Yeah, it was a question. He said,
From Coach Joyner,
yep,
from East Duplin High School.
friends of the show.
Friends of the show. Lives down there.
Said there are currently 5 universities that have produced a Super Bowl winner and a U.S. president. Depending on who wins the Super Bowl, this could change to 6 universities that have produced a Super Bowl winner and a president. Can you name the current 5 universities?
I definitely can't.
No cheating.
I definitely can't.
Yeah, I can't
That's
either.
won a Super Bowl. Does he got the answers?
He didn't post them here because he wants to ask us. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do some research.
Yeah.
We're not going to answer the question today. We're not going to cheat, Coach.
No.
Not
I'm going to look
now.
into it.
I mean, we're just admitting we don't know.
So 5 Super Bowl
Yeah.
champions have, well,
5 Super Bowl. No. 5 universities. 5 universities
Yeah.
have produced a Super Bowl champion and a U.S. president. Now, there's one question I got.
I know why he's probably saying this, because if Carolina wins it, have they produced a president or something like that? Because, he's all about
Carolina Tar Heels.
Carolina Tar Heels. I don't know. That's a good one.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it up to the comments below. And then if you guys think you know or you want to go ahead and cheat, I mean, nobody's going to call you out for it. You can cheat and drop a comment. List of 5 universities. And we'll talk about it next week on the show. Before next week, we'll look it up. Next week's going to be a lot of Super Bowl stuff.
Yep.
Okay?
That's a super question for a Super Bowl.
Thanks, Coach Joyner. Thanks, Coach Joyner.
But a little few nitpicks. I know he's, Drake, I know that's what he's saying for Carolina stuff. But, he's the second youngest, I told you just the other day, second youngest quarterback to ever start in Super Bowl. Who we say the first was? Who we say?
We'll say Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. That's pretty neat there. I mean, that's pretty neat there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give my predictions on it, but I think they're going to be 100% right this time.
A lot of people from the state of North Carolina graduated from high school in the state of North Carolina that are in the Super Bowl. There's a list. There's like 12 or so.
That's pretty impressive.
I didn't realize Jaron Reed from Goldsboro, North Carolina, is still in the league. That's impressive.
Yeah.
He's had a long career.
Yeah.
So,
he's played in the league, what, 8 or 10, 12? I don't know. Long time.
Long time. So shout out to him and all the athletes competing in the Super Bowl. What a time.
Best. Hey, that's the number 1 betting day in the whole year. Super
You know
Bowl.
how I know that?
I probably told you.
Last year.
Yeah. But did we say that last year?
You said that.
Over
$1
billion is going to be wagered on that thing. Yeah. So I'm figuring my few little dollars ain't going to make a difference. Talking about the Super Bowl. We're not talking about it much. We'll talk about NFL football a little bit. Had the Hall of Fame vote the other day.
Yeah, that's crap.
Belichick is out. He don't get in.
That's wrong.
Do you think it might be? But what's the owner for the Patriots? Kraft?
Maybe.
They got a few. They don't really like each other. You think he had? Because there is some owners in the Hall of Fame, and he will be one because he's going to have. If he's not already in there, he's got playing for his 10th Super Bowl, I think, something like that. But you think he might have had a little say so, or a little pull for? You gonna have to give me a reason why Belichick don't get in on the first ballot. I mean, I saw Eli Manning didn't get in, but this is his second chance. I kind of think you might. I mean, I know his stats won't just out, but he is the MVP of 2. He has won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't understand. What you think about Belichick? What?
That's a joke. I mean, if he's not a first ballot Hall of Fame
Then I don't
coach,
know who
then
he is.
you shouldn't have any first ballot Hall of Fame coaches. My opinion, but that's my opinion.
That's some politics.
That don't make it.
That's some politics. Somebody
My opinion doesn't
throw
have to
that
be
out
right.
there.
You may disagree with it, and that's fine. But
I don't really care if you do or don't.
yeah, I don't either.
I mean,
it don't really hurt my
you
feelings.
can't really say, well, he didn't do real good at Carolina. It ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes.
I mean, that was the NFL. Man, won what, 6, 7 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. Put him back on the ballot.
Yeah. I think that's kind of crazy. I think that I think Eli. You said he didn't get in.
No, it's the second time I think getting shot now. And I saw some of the quarterbacks have been in there like Warren Moon and people like that around him. If he ain't in it, then darn, he has won 2 Super Bowls. I thought it's all about your legacy. Winning Super Bowls is kind of legacy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. I have a hard time believing that somebody who led, like you said, led 2 teams to Super Bowls. But it is what it is.
We don't take our vote. Hey, hot scene in college football this week. Dabo went off last week, didn't he, dog?
He sure did. Well,
it was coming. It's going to be some more of it now.
Yeah. Listen, it was all fine and dandy when everybody was just plucking people from the little schools.
Yeah, little peon schools.
Yeah, but you turn around and look, and now they're stealing players from each other. And Dabo's story is crazy now.
Yeah.
That kid was enrolled at Clemson.
Yeah.
He was already. I'm pretty sure he was a transfer in.
Yeah.
Clemson, and then he was in Clemson.
Him and his dad went on a visit.
They said that they drove up and he stopped answering their calls.
Yeah.
And so 2 of the coaches or two of the people in the football program drove to this guy's apartment. He was in the driveway. Dang.
But and I noticed that it just happens to be the guy that's Ole Miss and stuff. But I guarantee it goes on all that.
Let me
but
ask
Dabo's one I knew would bring it up now.
Yeah, me too. But I want to ask this question. Do you think that's the first time something like that has happened to Dabo and Clemson?
No.
Now, everybody knows, if you watch this show, I know he's struggled and whatever, but I love Dabo's. I like him. He's one of my favorite coaches, But why do we – it's odd to me, and maybe it's just because this was so blatant. I don't know. And maybe that's the case. But it's odd to me that the first person that gets called out specifically was Pete Golding at Ole Miss.
After what he's done going through and stuff like that.
And he's only, been there. And the thing that got me was Dabo threw that little jab in, tried to give the man some grace. He's only been a head coach for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That was a little shot.
Yeah. That's a little body blow there. But hey, the last 4, 5, 6 years, Clemson always got the dudes. I'm pretty sure this has happened before. This ain't the first time. Yeah. And they would look at what's the name of basketball, Calipari. He's out there ranting every week about this crap. Every week. So it's just going to kind of get worse.
Yeah.
You talking about that? I was looking the other day about we talk about money a lot of time. The SEC. If you're just like a normal starter, average Joe starter in the SEC, they're gonna get $400,000 or $500,000. They're making $400,000 or $500,000. Just the average starters. Yeah. The average starters. Got another question for you there, Coach. Prime time. I like prime time. You see the new rules he's put in place at Colorado.
Talking about the fines.
Oh, do other colleges do that? I don't think
some do.
$500 if you're late.
$1,000 if you miss.
$1,500. Yeah, he's got fines out there yin yang, buddy.
Well, that dumb, man. Why wouldn't they?
Guess what?
Why wouldn't they do it?
They can't say nothing about it because you're getting paid.
That's right.
Didn't you tell me a story the other day about this? You talk to somebody and that's what they do in the NFL. $7,500, $10,000 you miss practice.
Yeah, you miss a workout, you're late, you get fined. But write checks.
So there are a few colleges that do that.
Hey,
I ain't never heard of it.
I've heard this. I think this is relatively new.
Well,
but damn, if you're paying it, who was it you were talking about the other day? Was it Calipari? When they get out, and then they got to go to a real job.
Then they become bro. Yeah,
is that him? And he's like, well, if I don't go to work, I don't get paid.
If he says he's making $500,000 and he gets a job working for somebody, he's gonna make $55,000.
Yeah,
he wants to know if he's got to go to work.
Then he wants to know, well, I got to go to work. Yeah, you got to go to work.
Same thing, guys.
Before that, what could they do? They could probably punish them a little bit, maybe give them, they had
make them run.
You can't take scholarship.
No.
You couldn't take scholarship money from them. Say make them work a little bit or whatever. Now, if you want to be a professional, if you want to get paid, there's gonna be consequences, financial consequences, and good for them.
Very good. That's what I was gonna say. Good for you, prime time. If you miss 2 practice, drop me $5,000, $2,000 in that pocket, and that'll catch up with you. Got to have some accountability. That's the only way you can have accountability. Money will make you have some accountability if they take it away from you.
Well, let's talk about money, Bird.
Money.
Because, a lot of this stuff now is based off of revenue, right? The more revenue you make, the more you can pay your players. The revenue share model. That's why the SEC's revenue so high. Let me ask you a question, though. Can you name the top 10 most valuable college athletics programs. Athletics as a whole now, not just a sport, not just this, but the whole athletic department. Do you think you can name the top 10?
Top 10, I know football's got to be one.
Well, no. Schools, though. But it's not just football. It's basketball, football, everything. So let's say
LSU.
University of Northern Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Their athletic department brings in this much money this year. The University of Southern Wisconsin brings in this much. Which ones do you think bring in the most money?
Because all the revenue.
All of them.
I would say Texas. University of Texas.
They're number one on the
Texas
list.
has got, because that.
Dang, boy.
Mighty knows, boy.
Get them, Bird.
I mean, I'm saying LSU.
LSU is not on the list.
They're not on either.
They are not on the list.
They're not on the list.
But you knocked it out on the first one, so keep going.
Texas. I don't know. Is there any ACC school in it? Just give me a little ride on that.
There's not an ACC school, but there's a team on here that should be an ACC school.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame, number 6 on the list. All right.
Well, they got to bring in some money because they ain't affiliated some of the stuff.
And they get it.
They ain't affiliated
all right,
some of
so
the
you
stuff.
got number 1 and number 6, Texas and Notre Dame.
What if you Oklahoma?
Oklahoma is not on the list.
Texas A&M?
They're number 3 on the list.
Let's try one of them out. California. Is Southern Cal?
Southern Cal is number 8 on the list.
I'm just knocking them out,
Come
boys.
on, keep them coming.
Let's see. Who else we got to think?
Come on, man. Think big brands.
I mean, Oregon's got to be one of them, don't they?
They are not on the list.
They're not.
Think big brands.
You pick one. Nebraska, no.
I got the list. Nebraska is number 10 on the list.
Nebraska's up there.
Nebraska shocked me. I was surprised. I'm like you. I would have definitely thought LSU over Nebraska. But Nebraska's number 10 on the list. Tennessee's number 7 on the list.
I don't know.
You're missing number 2, number 4, number 5.
Who's number 2?
And number
Arizona
9.
State?
No. Come on, Bird. Think north. Think big what? Big 10. Think Big 10.
UConn's not one. They're not going to be in one.
Come on, man.
Ohio State.
They're number 2.
Ohio State, yeah.
Now, if Ohio State's on there, you know Michigan's on there.
Gotta be
They're
there.
number 5. All right. There's 2 programs in the South that should be just like.
Well, I would think Florida State, but you said Florida. Georgia and Alabama.
Georgia and Alabama. So
those
Texas,
are the big revenue. That tells you.
Texas number 1, Ohio State 2, Texas A&M 3, Georgia 4, Michigan 5, Notre Dame 6, Tennessee 7, USC 8, Alabama 9, and Nebraska 10. Now that shocked me that Nebraska was up there. But I mean, I guess if you live in Nebraska, you probably ain't got so much you can do. So I don't know.
I got to talk to Groney. I saw where Cleveland hired somebody today.
Who'd they hire?
I don't know his name. He's 60 years old, man. I don't understand. I mean, he's never been a head coach. I don't think he's ever been a head coach. He's 60 years old. He's not. He's walking into a thing that's not real good now. Not real good. They don't have a lot of upside to him right now. I don't think. But he's 60 years old. Got another question about offensive coordinators and defense. Do you think just because you're an outstanding offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator that you're going to be a great high school coach? You're going to be a great head coach?
At the high school level?
Yeah, no, college. Because that's what they look at them OCs.
No.
Or even in the pros, in the college and the pros. You think just because you're a good OC, that means you're going to be a great head coach?
No, I don't. I don't think that's necessarily indicator.
Yeah.
I think there's a reason why some guys are, lifelong coordinators.
Yeah.
You know as well as I do, and this is at a much smaller scale. I'm not trying to compare what we do to college or definitely professional. I'm not saying that. But you know as well as I do that a head coach has to deal with a whole lot more.
More obstacles, yeah.
Than an assistant.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge. And even at our level, it's a challenge. You have to deal with a whole lot more. They're different challenges, but it's the same thing at the college level. They got to deal with different stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Compliance, the recruiting budget now. How you going to do this? How you going to do that? You got coaches coming and going.
Yeah.
Who you going to get to come in the building? Who's going to be approved? And all these things. And
so that don't mean. I mean, that's
I
what
don't
I
think that's necessarily an indicator.
A good offense. That's all he has to kind of focus on. And I know these pros. They're going to go get these offensive coordinator for so and so, offensive coordinator for so and so, him and him. Yeah. I just don't. I just think about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you go about doing the hiring process for jobs like that. You know, there's a lot of people that are. Here's a one for you. You know, there's a lot of people that are ticked because Byron Leftwich, I think that's his name, he played at Marshall.
Yeah, that's where he played.
He was the offensive coordinator at Tampa Bay whenever Tom Brady won. He's done an outstanding job. There's a lot of people that are mad that he hadn't got a job or an opportunity. And I'm not. Has he applied for? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, some people are content with being a coordinator.
I still don't think that a lot of people getting that. Maybe wrong. Might be high school. I don't care if you're a great college athlete and great pro athlete. That don't really mean you're gonna be a good coach.
That's kind of like Dion.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, that don't mean you're just gonna be an outstanding coach.
You know, Dion is obviously one of the best athletes
ever to play
that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but I'm saying it's like, oh, Dion's going to Colorado. But they haven't really done that. Now, there's a lot of things that go into that. And that's one thing that irks me. We talk about this a lot. People that are judging coaches and stuff. See, I'm trying to work on my language.
I know you
People
are.
that are judging coaches and stuff. Man, let me just tell you something. You better hold on because you don't really know what these guys are going through. I don't know what Dion, wasn't he facing cancer or something?
If he had some stuff removed,
You don't know what's going on in somebody's life. Look, it's easy for me to say, I'll put it to you this way, all right? I'll put it to you this way. Making decisions on hiring and firing people has got to be super stressful because here's the thing. Let's talk about, we'll kind of segue over to this. East Carolina basketball. Yeah. It's atrocious. It's always been bad. I don't know why it's always been bad, but it's always been bad. The East Carolina fan base wants it to do well. Well, guess what? We suck again.
Yeah.
Last year was like the most wins I think we've had in, 10 or 12 years. One of the better seasons we've ever had. A lot of people funded and gave money so we could upgrade our roster. And they're like 1-6 in conference play, won 6 games so far this year. It's bad. What's he going to do? Okay?
And he's a pretty good coach. I like him.
I don't know why it's not working.
I know
but
why.
Here's the thing.
I know why.
Why?
Because it comes down to having what? The Jimmys and the what?
Yeah, but
Jimmys and the Joes,
when
man.
you're giving a bunch of money to go out and recruit them guys, more money than's ever been given to do that, to buy the roster, basically, I think they've missed. I don't know if they missed on talent or what, but here's the bottom line. He's like in year 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now,
he might not even make his own conference tournament. You got to start looking at it. I don't like that. I hate that for the guy. I think he's a good dude, But I tell you this, as a fan of the school and the athletics department, I get tired of turning on the post-game press conference and say, well, just want to first of all say congratulations to Coach Bird. He does a fantastic job. A lot of respect for Coach Bird and the UConn program or whoever.
Get into that. No.
But it's everything, and I appreciate him doing that. But damn, at some point, I'll be like, yeah, we played really well tonight.
Yeah, I think it's just East Carolina can recruit football pretty good. And in baseball, they're national contenders all the time. Basketball, that is a bad place.
You're a basketball guy.
It's a bad place
question,
there now. They can't recruit there when you got all these ACC powerhouses in North Carolina. And you just can't. It's hard to recruit there.
No, but let me ask you a question. How come we're going to go to UNCW and get beat in basketball? Almost year in and year out.
Talent.
Why, Bird?
I don't know.
How can UNCW get better players?
I reckon eventually you do have to start. After 6-7 years, you probably got to start questioning some of the stuff the coach is doing. I mean, some of his philosophies and stuff like that.
I think it's like you said, it all comes down to recruiting, and I get it. Like, hey, his philosophy will work. I guarantee it. We talk about this all the time. His coaching philosophy, his strategy, and the things he chooses to do, I know it'll work. He's a good basketball. He's a great basketball mind by a lot of accounts of other people that know a whole lot more than I do. But it might not work in East Carolina.
Well,
because he can't get the kind of kid
every time East Carolina gets a good one, he's what? Next year he's going to the player. So say they had the guy that went to UConn, they had the guy that went to Virginia. Every time they get somebody, they just can't. I think that's a tough place. East Carolina's a tough place.
This is a perfect example.
And I'm a man. I like
Here's a perfect example. You asked a question that originally got this conversation going. Can you hire? Just because you're a good coordinator means you can be a head coach. During my time as a fan, Scotty Montgomery is absolutely the worst tenured head football coach at East Carolina University. During my time, in terms of production and what he did and how he recruited and all that. Well, he was the offensive coordinator at Duke. He had spent time with the Steelers. He had been in various different places. He's been an offensive coordinator the past several years in the league. in the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, he couldn't even be the head coach at the college. So I think the answer is no. It don't translate.
No. And I think you got to, them head coaches got to be able to, because you know as good as I do. If somebody they don't like you, or they won't play for you now. Yeah. They'll kind of. Well, enough about that stuff.
Well, as we wrap this
what
up
about?
today,
I'm not wrapping nothing.
Well, we're going to have
what
to
about
soon
the Duke
now.
boy? What did he ever come across? They gonna let him go?
They agreed to something outside of.
They just ain't.
So in other words,
about it.
somebody's going to pay off.
That's what somebody's paying some money off. Yeah. So you're gonna see this, guys. There's gonna be some jabos out there. There's gonna be some this and that.
Hey, it's gonna be something. It's gonna continue to get worse, but somebody's got to get control over it at some point, or it's just not gonna be the same.
We got snow coming up. You know what, though, man? I'm gonna bring this up too. What? When I was a kid, I get excited about the snow. Yeah. I mean, playing in it, doing. I don't never hear nobody talk about it.
These kids,
so what do you think? And that's another thing. When I was growing up, we'd be out there, Mike Rouse, Ken Avick, Ken Tucker, Steve Santaman, Skip Tucker. We played in the yard. We played. If it was football season, we'd go to the park. We never had a park. We'd mock off a field and play football all day. Basketball season, basketball. Baseball, we'd be tennis ball. You ever see that anymore? Mm-hmm. That's what's wrong a little bit with the generation. I think that's how we learn how to play sports.
Yeah.
I think that's how we learn. Yeah, I'm not talking about playing Little League or AAU. I'm talking playing in the backyard. Man, we look forward to them days. And like I've told you before, and we got tired of that, we'd go play cops and robbers. I bet I could go through this school right now and ask 10 damn kids, say, well, y'all boys ever play cops and robbers on bicycles?
Nope.
Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is, but them facing boys do. Them facing boys do. But we'd have 10 or 12. Man, we kept up with home runs one season in tennis ball. Who the hell goes out there 11, 12, 9, 10-year-old and keeps up with home runs?
Stats.
Yeah, we kept up with stats before they even really kept up with stats. Yeah. All right, I think me and Ken Aviant come up with a three-point line before they even thought about three-point line.
Y'all invented that.
Yep, overtime. I told you me and Ken would play a lot. Me, Ken, and John Burt, we'd be killing John Burt. Anyway, hey, we set him up one day. I'm going to tell you this little story. We were playing football, Ken's, us three, all the time, play together. And we'd be one-on-one, but I'd be all-time quarterback. So Ken was playing little Ken. And Ken's backyard kind of slid down like this. And me and Ken kind of said, look, well, I'm going to kind of lead John Burt. And you dockling down there. So I dropped back and threw that pass. And John Burt dove. And Ken just crushed him. Broke collarbone, boy. Just like that. Broke collarbone. Then we were playing one day, and I think I bullied Ken one time and flipped him, broke his wrist. We had a lot of broken bones out there. But guess what? We kept playing.
Tough.
We kept playing. I remember Ken Avian had broke his leg one time, fell out of a damn tree, swinging on a vine, and he had a cast on up there to his, I think it's from his ankles to his right above his chest. But he'd go out there and play. He couldn't play football. Guess what he would do?
What?
We punted on fourth down. He'd be the punter.
All-time
with that cast. He'd punt that thing 70, 80 yards, dog. But see, that's what we did. You don't hear no kids. I don't ever hear no kids talking about what they doing. And we had video games. Y'all had video games going up, didn't you?
Yeah.
But you still went out and played.
When the snow came, you went out and played. When the snow went out there, you went out and played. We didn't play video games all the time.
And we had them.
It won't as, when I was young, it wasn't quite as, the video games were there, but it wasn't as big as it is now,
I mean, we had like Intellivision, Nintendos and stuff. Yeah. At nighttime, we'd all get together.
That's when you
play hide and go seek. Yeah.
In the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a story for another time about that.
Yeah, hide and go seek. We do some stuff. I got a story I'm going to tell about Mike Rouse one time, but I ain't going to talk about it today. Because it's kind of,
kind of late.
Shit, it wasn't really funny why he was doing it. But now that I think about it, it was kind of funny. Yeah, but at that time it wasn't real funny. I bet Mike don't even remember that. Don't remember that. He'll hit us up with a comment. But man, get outside and play, kids. Man, get off them video games and stuff like that, and learn some things.
Well, before Burr went on this extracurricular rant here, I was going to say this is the epitome of what this show is supposed to be about. On our 50th episode, we come in here with absolutely no idea what we were going to talk about today. I mean,
we throw a little fatty wop out there.
It's as unscripted as it could come today. And I think, you know what? It's going to be a good show. I feel this is going to be a good show for you guys.
And like my daughter and them be sitting at the house sometime. And I say, girl, you know what it is? She'll say, what? I say, 1738. That's all I say now, man. That's all I say. I say, Tyson, you got What? 1738. That's all I say around the
just
house.
own
But
it.
I just do things. That was popular when Pop come along. You know,
Yeah.
now it's the other dumb stuff. Got a big game tonight. Go to East Blade. Get to see my boy Robbie Priest over there. He's a funny fella. Funny fella.
Bird's doing good, and the boys, he's got them going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Got a big one tonight.
What I tell you, people, I don't know what's going to happen, but don't nobody care what you did at the beginning of the season, do they?
No.
Don't nobody talk
What
about
we
that.
doing now?
Now
What
how
we
you
doing
finish
now?
the season, so maybe we make a little run, get in the playoffs.
No.
You know why?
Why?
1738.
Episode 50.
Peace.